hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this. Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
It's not Canid hunting our objectives.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts. My trophy! Look at this thing! Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly. Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error. I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe. Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated. As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way. I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as their manufacturing. Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan. You did fetch a trophy for my little Laplace. Technically, that makes you my Canid servant, and by the transitive property of employment, my responsibility.
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium.
Something's changed with my pistol's trigger pull. You been tinkering again?
Maybe just a little. Is that all right with you?
It's a lot smoother. Thanks.
Huh. Happy to help.
Anti-Creo's pipe pack. All of the
If I
benefits of
spit,
smoking a real pipe.
Hey, Ellie. You ever think about naming it?
Always seemed a bit crude, even for me. Besides, how am I supposed to introduce dates to Bold Betsy with a straight face?
I name all my favorite machines. What's wrong with naming your pistol?
Oh, I thought you meant... Never mind. I thought about it, just never came up with anything I could stick with.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it. Please stop at the Groundbreaker Auxiliary Base.
Let's try being friends.
Hey, you! You serious? Get back here! So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal. Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there. Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there. Eyes up, people! We got trouble!
They got the drop on us.
I can deal with this one!
Some more.
Nothing there.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. Wait, what was this? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
Processing data security.
Here they come! Oh, aren't you handsome? Looks like you got yourself a little...
Unexpected hit.
Make him regret it. That's the last of them.
This
They're in my sight.
You hear that humming? Sounds like some kind of generator.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Miss Home Invasion? Spacer's Choice send you? Took your sweet time. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are. That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard? He'll be on to the next hobby in a week. Clearance lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right? Ambrose. Well, I'll assume you're caught up then. That or hopelessly confused. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies. Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy. I'd have tidied up a little if I knew you were going to break in. You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders. Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The protoadrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony. Sure, I don't mean to stop you. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir? Really? What good can that possibly do? Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto mechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance. Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Greetings, customer.
Come out and
They're on
play.
us. That's the last of them. They won't hit him. I'm warmed up now.
A lot of the equipment here's still in good shape. Wouldn't go amiss in Edgewater.
Why do I have a feeling we're not gonna like what's in there?
Their mistake.
Got him all! Oh my law. What is that smell?
Whatever it is, we're a...
Welcome to Human Inquiry Odyssey, the Spacer's Choice Facility. My name is Dr. Miriam Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate you all. Behind you! Whatever your past, know that as of today, each of you will be something weird. families profit always.
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
They clearly don't know how we work, Captain.
I reckon we've seen the worst of Halcyon already. How bad could this be?
Volunteer quarters? I've slept in cargo holds nicer than this.
Welcome, volunteers. This office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management, and self-motivation skills.
Time for a drink?
Welcome, volunteers. Here you will be demonstrating key life skills in a simulated working environment. As in any work environment,
Warning an area lobby now.
last response.
Control unauthorized content.
You made it this far. Keep it up.
Incoming!
Get down!
Fight me.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
Did you enjoy the show? I didn't. You should have left Gorgon where it belongs. Now I'm afraid I'll find your permanent grave.
Look, I've seen some messy operating tables, but this is a first, and hopefully a last.
All this cruelty done to regular working folks without even a shred of regret. And what's dogging me is... why? They knew, Captain. Spacer's Choice knew all along what Adrenatime did, and they sold it anyway.
I didn't think Spacer's Choice was capable of causing this much harm. Competently, I mean. I just wonder if that heiress isn't gonna collapse on her fainting couch when she gets that journal, whatever it holds.